Hello movers and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. It's Tracy, Steen, and the workout today is a beginner workout. We're gonna do biceps, triceps, and shoulders, so the whole arm. All right, we're going for the sculpted look, so we're going to challenge the muscles by doing 3 sets of everything. So if you're brand new to fitness and you wanna just hit this for 1 set of everything, feel free to do that. But today, a little bit beginner/intermediate. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of active rest in there to make sure the muscles rest before we move to the second set. And you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today. So here's what I'm using. Of course, lift within your own abilities. I'll also have something to sit on so you can grab a bench or stable chair. All right, we'll start you with a warm up and we'll end with a cool down. And don't forget, we have our How to Build Muscle as You Age 4.0. It's a follow along structured workout schedule. Just like these workouts, you can click or tap the card at the top of the screen or check in the description below if you're keen on building muscle in 2026. All right, are you ready? Me too, let's go. Okay, you can do strength on the watch. Let's just start a little side to side tap. We're gonna draw those elbows back. Just wanna warm up the arms a little bit with some gentle movement and increase blood flow so that it helps to circulate the synovial fluid to the joints. All right, up overhead reach right here. And yeah, that's helpful before we start to grab heavy weights, right? We want to just make sure we're ready to go is what we want to do. Heel dig right here, push. And high knee right here. Keep using those arms. Add a butt kick with a punch. Good, reach across. Just stretch through that middle back a bit here. Overhead stretch here. Very good. Hinge forward at the hips. Knees are soft and we're just gonna stretch into that front pec a little bit. You can give the wrist a roll. And switching sides. And switch. One more here. Good. Round up. Bring the feet in a little bit and some front and back bends. I'm gonna stretch those arms out right here, just in front. Grasp the hands together and lengthen through. 2 more here. And 1 hand behind the head, 1 behind the back. Draw your elbows back and stretching through the pec a bit. Switch sides. And switch. Switch. All right, if you have a wall in your house, let's put our back against the wall, feet about a foot away from the wall. If you don't have a wall, just stand still like this, that's fine. Otherwise, let's place the back of our hands against the wall. We're gonna stretch all the way up. Try to keep your back on the wall and your hands on the wall. It's hard. Can you do it? It's very tight in my shoulders. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. 1 more here. Something to practice for sure. All right, good. Let's finish with our torso turn here. Draw the elbow across. Stretching middle back and back shoulder. Very nice. All right, biceps, triceps, shoulders, active rest, 3 sets. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's start with our alternating bicep curl. I'm gonna hold 10s. Of course, you can go lighter. You gotta lift with your abilities. I'll alternate sides, curling to the side right like this, holding 10s, shoulders back. All right, here we go. Switch, good. Sometimes I'll look at the bicep to really put my mind in that muscle and to think about flexing it when I'm at the top of the contraction. All right, set those down. We're gonna go into triceps. We're gonna do a straight arm kickback and you're gonna wanna go really light. I'll hold 3s. So we're gonna hinge forward and we're gonna pulse right here, little ones with a nice flat back. And we're up, pulse. All right, so a little bit of rear delt activates here, holding the arm up, but you're also gonna feel those triceps sing in a second, I promise. Keep the back flat and take a back break halfway if you need. There's halfway now. So you'll see I'm not coming down to that reprieve. We're keeping tension on the triceps the entire time. Set those down and we're gonna go into a palms up front raise. I'll hold 5s, 2s, 3s, 5s, could be good. Palms face the ceiling, shoulders low and back, and we're gonna come together at the top there. So we lift and slow, stick your chest out, up and slow, that's it. So we are gonna do a variety here of shoulder exercises. This one is palms up, targeting more of that front shoulder muscle, okay? A little bit of pec also helps with the weight in this position as well. Okay, set those down and let's let the arms rest for a second. We're gonna go into a duck under butt kick, okay? So duck low, don't duck if you can't squat. Here we go. So forward for 4, then back for 4. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, round 2. So I'm gonna go up to 12 pounds for my bicep curl. You do whatever works for you. Did you have a lot left in the tank? If so, jump up to the next weight amount. And curl right here and switch. Okay, into your tricep kickback. So it's a straight arm kickback, remember? I'll stick with my 3s. This one relies a lot on that isometric contraction. Pulse right here, up, good. So you're holding tension. We're not releasing the muscle. Doing well, folks, over half. See, I definitely did not need to go heavier than the 3s for this extended period of time. Nice. And into that shoulder raise. I'm gonna jump up to the 8s, but you can stay lighter. Okay, palms up. You're coming together at the top, knees are soft, shoulders back. No swinging at the bottom, you come down to a dead stop, then hit your lift. Very good. Let's go into our cardio, and we'll go back to our duck under butt kick. Our traveling butt kick. Shake those arms out. Just a time to rest from the weights. Keep your body moving. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, final round. What did you have left in the tank? Could you have challenged yourself to a higher weight amount? Because it's beginner intermediate, I will go with 12s again. Shoulders back, here we go, and curl. Normally for me, I've been challenging myself toward those 20 pounds. I know that's a lot, but I have been lifting for years and years. I stayed at 15 pounds per hand for a long, long time. And just lately I've been up in the game a little bit. So that's what the consistency and staying with it can get you a little bit stronger day after day. Last one here. Nice. Let's go into the triceps. And again, this one a little lighter because of the isometric hold. Sticking with those 3s for myself. Here we go. Up and up. Nice neutral neck in alignment with your spine. Starting to feel that. Stay in the pocket. You got about 10 seconds here. Whew, yep. Okay, very good. Setting those down. I'll go back up to my 8s for my front raise. All right, roll the shoulders back, engage the abs. Here we go. Very nice. Let's finish off with cardio. Then we'll get a little water break and move into the next circuit. Just shake that out. Okay, duck under, traveling butt kick. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice. Grab some water, take a look at the screen. That's what's coming up. For sure, pause if you need a longer rest. Otherwise, let's just jump right into it. Back to biceps. You're back to biceps. We're gonna do a hammer curl this time. So working the long head. I'm gonna start with 10s again. Remember, you wanna challenge those muscles toward fatigue at the end. Shoulders back. Curl all the way up, all the way down, come to a dead stop at the bottom, okay? And then hit your lift. No swinging at the bottom, don't do it. Dead stop and elbows in as you curl up. I'm gonna take these same 10s down to the ground for tricep extension. Feel free to lighten. I know not everyone's as strong in triceps, so 3s, 5s, 8s, somewhere in that range. We're bending at the elbow only, palms face each other. So we bend and press, lengthening the tricep, contracting. Really slow the down phase and then try to power up a little faster when you press it up. All right, let's stand for shoulders and we will go into a lateral raise. So just rest those. I'm gonna grab 5s. You can go lighter, 2s or 3s. We're coming out to the side, working our side shoulder now. And push, that's it. It's kind of that type of pushing mindset, like doing a snow angel, right? Where you're pushing the whole arm up, like the whole bit of snow, okay? I like to think of it like that, and then it helps me push from the shoulder and not just lift the dumbbell with my hand, if that makes sense. You just come into that 90 degrees. Set those down. Let's go into our cardio, shake that out. We're gonna go cardio kicks right here. Okay, you can hop that up if you like. You can eliminate the hands too if you wanna give them a full rest in the arms. Just hold them here. Otherwise, you're here and here. Good, I'm gonna go back to the 12s now for the hammer curl. Jumping up from my 10s. Again, you're thinking, what did I have left in the tank? Was there quite a bit? If so, go up to the next weight. Curl and slow. Okay, biceps, move into triceps. I'm gonna go down to the ground. I'll stick with 10s down here for the tricep extension. On your back, palms face each other, slow on the descent. And down, 2, 3, power up. Slow, 2, 3, power up. Very good. All right, into shoulders. We're going back to your lateral raise. Okay, did the 5s feel good? Were you at 3s? Can you bump up to 5s? Shoulders low and back. Push and slow. If you don't have heavier weights, but you want to make it more challenging, you're going to slow the descent. So go 3, 2, 1, power up. All right, so again, you just keep more tension on the muscle. So that's a good way to increase the difficulty without increasing weight. Okay, let's go into your cardio. Setting those aside. Shake those arms out. Little cardio kicks coming up. Keep your body moving. With or without the arms. Very nice. Okay, round 3, hammer curls again. I'm gonna stick with 12s because of the beginner intermediate, but I would normally maybe go up to 15s or even 20s here. Shoulders back and curl. Just to show you that as you stay consistent and you challenge your muscles toward fatigue, you begin to progress over time, right? And if growing more muscle is the goal, you need to keep doing that for your muscle. I'm giving you a gauge here of where you might go, but if it's challenging for you at 5 pounds, you're growing muscle for you. So pay attention to that for sure. Let's take it down for our tricep extension. 8s, 10s, maybe even 12s here. I'm gonna bump up to 12s here since they're down here. Let's go. Palms face each other. And you're back. Remember, you can go slower on the down phase to keep more time under tension. Very good. Let's go into our lateral raise here. Okay, I'll stick with 5s. Shoulders low and back, and push right here and slow. It's easy to start rounding in the front shoulders. Stick your chest out and keep your knees soft. We have one more cardio in this circuit here, so let's finish with that. Shake it out, and then we'll go one more full circuit coming up. Now you could hop, cardio kick to kick this up if you'd like. Here we go. Okay, nice work everyone. Grab a quick water, pause if you need a longer break. We're gonna come back with biceps again, one more of each. Let's finish this whole workout nice and strong. ISO bicep curl. So I'm gonna hold 2 8s. One arm is gonna do an isometric contraction while the other one is curling, palm face the ceiling, then we'll switch halfway. Here we go, all the way up, all the way down. So both are working, but one is hitting that isometric. Make sure you have a full range of motion on the working arm. And when we switch, we're not gonna take a break, we're just gonna move right into the lift, okay? So no pausing if you can. All right, switch, down and up, good. This one is holding now. Standing tricep extension. I'm gonna hold these 2 8-pound dumbbells together. You could hold 1 dumbbell if you wish. Up and over, staggered stance, knees are soft, and we're gonna do a full extension right here. Okay, so it's low and up. Good. If you have hex dumbbells, you can touch the dumbbells together as I'm doing here. If yours are circle dumbbells and you want to hold them apart like this, that's fine as well, okay? Whatever's best with whatever equipment you have. All right, moving into a high pull. So we're lifting up, working front shoulder here. I'm gonna hold 10s. All right, knees are soft, shoulders back. And slow on the descent. Up, slow.
I'm just an accident waiting.
Into your cardio, let those arms rest. We're gonna go 4 seals, 4 to the side, 2 T-Rex. We'll drop it nice and low. and low. All right, stay with seal if you don't want to squat. 4, 3, 2, 1, low, other side, low. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. Okay, back to the top. ISO, hold, bicep curl. I'm gonna go with 10s here. Again, doing that ISO hold puts a lot of tension on the biceps. I'll call half, shoulders back, all the way up, all the way down. Last one on this side, stop at half and switch. Whew, burn. Good, into your triceps. Okay, I'll go back to 8s. Just stretch that out for a second here. Arms back, thumbs down. Overhead extension, holding 8s for myself. Here we go. Full range back and press. There we go, very nice. It was 12 reps for me, so that's kind of perfect, challenging those muscles toward the fatigue. Let's go into our high pull. I'm gonna go back to my 10s. Shoulders back, knees are soft, up and slow. You don't want to put the dumbbells touching each other or too close together. Or if you're holding a barbell, you may have seen people do it with their hands touching really close in the center, especially if they're using like an easy curl bar. It does cause the shoulders to do a bit of an anterior rotation, and then to lift when the shoulders are rotating inward is not great. So keep them apart a bit. Good. Let's move into our cardio. 4 seals, 2 T-Rex back down to the ground, or stay with seal if you don't want to squat. Ready, kick it up here now. 4, 3, 2, 1, drop low, other side low. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, and low. Here's high impact if you wish. 4, 3, 2, 1, and low, and low. Good. Okay, last round, folks. I'm gonna stick with the 10s in my ISO hold curl. All right, one arm is holding, the other one is working. All the way up, all the way down. That arm remains at a 90-degree angle on the elbow. And switch. Very good. Okay, going into your tricep extension. I'll go back to the 8 pounds each hand. You can go lighter, of course. All right, up and over, full range of motion here. So all the way down and up. My dumbbells tap my upper shoulder blades, but yours don't have to, but I do want that full lengthening. We need to stretch the tricep, then contract the tricep. All right, rack those. High pull. I think I'll go up to my 12s. All right, roll the shoulders back and lift. Set those aside. Let's finish with our final cardio, 4 seals, 2 T-Rex. Let's drop it nice and low, kick the heart rate up a bit. Okay, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it low. Other side low. Last 10 seconds, drop it low, let's go. Whoops, I only did 2 there. In 3, 2, 1, and done. And you have moved daily in your arm and active rest workout, feeling the pump. I hope you are as well. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the workout and join for a stretch if you can. All right, let's start with a high chest stretch here. We're just stretching that front shoulder and our pec a little bit. Draw your body close to the wall and you'll really feel that lengthening through that muscle there. Mine is tremendous. This is the muscle you don't want to get tight, because if it's tight and it pulls you into an anteriorly rotated position, that's how you get the dowager's hump. Switch side. I had, and it's coming up, either it's out right now or it's coming shortly on the podcast, Dr. Colin Haynes. He's one of North America's top spine surgeons. And it was really great. I asked him, like, how do we avoid getting that hump on our back as we age? And he said, you've got to strengthen your back muscles and stretch the pec muscles, which we know, but sometimes we just don't do it, you know? Myself included, like that just felt tremendously tight. And when this workout or exercise that we started with, do this a lot on a wall, because I bet you can't keep your hands on the back of the wall, and I'd be surprised if you can. Try it. It's hard. So you step half a foot away from the wall, push your back onto the wall, and then try to keep your back and your hands on the wall. Switch sides here. It's tremendously hard. Anyway, it's good to do and it's good to practice. Now, I'm going to show you one exercise that I do often on my bench for a really good stretch, but let's just finish this stretch here. Triceps up and over. So yes, he is on the podcast talking all about how to protect your back. And of course, he includes a full protocol for, switch sides here, core exercises that you should be doing on a weekly basis. I then, after he told me all of that, filmed a little Instagram short. So it is over on Instagram, just how to protect your back and spine. I think that's what I titled it. Anyway, It's things like your bird dog, your dead bug, your plank. It's things that aren't sexy, but if you do them consistently, round through the back here, stretch those back shoulders, you will get stronger and hopefully prevent injury by having a strong core, which can help stabilize the back. It's so important. Hands behind the back, stretch, drop those shoulders low. Let's tilt the neck to one side and stretch that neck extensor. Anyway, I am gonna just keep doing these stretching mobility motions to make sure that I don't become tight. Tilt the neck the other way, which is easy to do when you work on a computer for half your day, so I don't want to do that. Let me show you one thing that I'm doing here. On a bench, or you could do this on a bed on one side and then on the other, but something where your arms can hang, arms at 90 degrees, and then you let them hang back. And this is such a good stretch for the chest. Of course, you could hold a dowling or a rope and do it where you're coming up and around, right? So the wider your hands are, the easier it is. And then as you go narrow, that's where the stretch really needs to happen. Anyway, practice those things. Stay mobile, my friends. And let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the workout as well. All right, see ya all in the next one.